Yeah, we are live again. Um, your boy's all dressed up, getting ready for virtual business convention competitions today. And I started this video late because I had to speak to my sub because my sub was late because they asked her to go park somewhere else and she got lost. And anyway, all that to say, sub is in the building. It's weird when students call you saying, hey, the sub's not here. I'm like, okay, leave me alone. Call me in 10 minutes if sub's not there. Sub's not there again. Okay, all right, let me reach out to the sub. Let's get this all figured out. Everything's going to be just fine. And everything was just fine. But it made me think about the job of a sub. I was a substitute teacher for a very long time, and it was my least favorite job by far because the kids just want to mess with you. The kids think it's a free day. The kids don't want to work. They don't like you, and they just want to mess with you and ruin your day and try to make you cry. And they want to push your buttons and they want to test what they can get away with. And you're like, dude, I don't even know what your name is, man. If I ask you what your name is, you're going to lie to me. Anyway, it's one of those like the world's suckiest, hardest jobs. And nobody wants to be a sub. In order to be a sub, you've got to go to school for 4 years. And I promise you, nobody in high school thinks, you know what I want to do when I grow up? I want to pay to go to college for 4 years, and I want to be a substitute teacher. No kid has ever said that, I don't believe. You're a sub because you are going through the credential program. You're a sub because it's a side hustle for you. You're a sub because you don't have all the things ready to be a teacher. There's no job position. So please know, nobody wants to be a sub. My number one goal anytime I'm gone is that my sub just leaves a note that says, thanks so much for having me. And don't know how to transition that to something else. And I had a guest speaker come out yesterday, and he flew one of those big ag drones, 165-pound drone that he filled up with like 200 pounds of water and was spraying and talking to us about all this stuff. Has over 32 something certificates and licenses and all this stuff to finally be able to kick off his business. And I say that to say, the entire time he was saying this, he is a human just like every other human. God did not give him any special traits more than you for him to knock out all those certifications. If it was easy to do, everybody would be doing it. But he is the first to market because he is the first crazy man to say, hey, in order to do this, I've got to have this laundry list of things done, and I'm just going to get started with the first one. It's taken him over a year, but I promise you that's where good things happen. If you are in a job where it was handed to you and you could be replaced by a dummy behind you, whoa, some honking going on already. If there's no hoops that you jump through to get your job, then there's not much it's going to take for somebody to replace you and remove you and put somebody else in there. Oh, man. And so I'm like, hey, my job as a teacher had to check off the 4-year college degree, have to check off the teaching credential program, got to check off the master's ticket, then got to run through a bunch of TPAs. And it's crazy, I remember that acronym because I hated those 4 tests. Then I had to pass the C best, and then I had to pass the C sets. Then you have to clear your credential. Then you have to apply for this and that. And it's like, how many hoops must one jump through to become a teacher? But I am here. And I'm so thankful I jumped all those hoops and got myself here, because where is here? Day 101. On my way to judge a competition full of a bunch of entrepreneurial minded high school students. Dream job today, getting to pitch ideas and hear about challenges that these kids are going to undertake. Anyway, I'm living the dream. And I mean that because I know I can do a lot of other things. I know I'm capable of having a bigger job title, something better than high school teacher. But holy cow, man, in the grand scheme of this world, this job is jackpot material, and I mean that. Maybe it's just because I had to jump through all the hoops, and I'm like, well, you better enjoy it because you had to work your tail off to get to where you are. But I'm here. It's now. Somebody's messing around in that window right there. Cheers to you all. Cheers to 101. Cheers to what lies ahead. Peace.